start on the ground with Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
63 yards.
And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Prescott. Cook's full extension. It's complete. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Prescott now from the 50. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick-6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot there. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
Elliott Good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. And my goodness, another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Albert Okwuegbunam
From 10 yards out.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out left.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throwing, Prescott. And now here is another interception. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles!
Quez Watkins
From 6 yards away.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Check 4, check 4. Check 31, check 31. Shoot. Check 24, check 24.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3rd and 19. Now Prescott going to change the play.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Prescott now. And my goodness, another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. I know he ain't. Shit. Kill. Motion. Big Dan. Hey, easy. 63, back. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
But first down, Hurts.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
46 to Mike, 46. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams. And now here is another interception, picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the... And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles just continue to roll.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Play action now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Micah Parsons.
His 2nd sack of the night.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Slot man moves right.
Now they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Check it out, read. Check 9, check 9. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check safety, check safety. Check 52.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Check my 21. They gonna need some therapy after this.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check my 21. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. We're going to 53. Watch safety.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Looked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
You better be ready.
Hurts going to run it himself.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's a quick strike out to Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles!
Quez Watkins.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, it's Pollard. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to have a first down as he dives at the end to try to get as much as he can.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Pollard again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw it.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And now here is another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike.
And they take a knee. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the screen.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners. here as we say so long from Philadelphia.